I'm a lot more optimistic, and I'm actually a lot more excited for the series, knowing that, they are not going to be shying away from some of the most sensitive parts of Vince McMahon's career.
Brandon did some reporting on the Post Wrestling site. He was able to learn of the details of the 6 episodes, and we have confirmed it will be all 6 episodes dropping on September the 25th on Netflix. So you've got 6 hours of Vince McMahon content dropping all at once. But some of the key things that Brandon reported on is that they do disclose most of the interviews were conducted between 2022 and 2024 before Vince McMahon's resignation. And the first episode, it does include some interview clips with Joe Palazzolo and Ted Mann, who were the 2 of the key reporters at the Wall Street Journal. Other things covered throughout the episodes, they do go into the Ring Boy scandal. They do go into the steroid distribution scandal. Phil Mushnick is interviewed. There's archival footage with Tom Cole, with Rita Chatterton. And the last episode focuses heavily on the Janel Grant case. So this is going to be, they are going to be tackling the allegations against Vince McMahon, and it seems like episode 6 will be very heavily so. As we have reported, Janel Grant is not part of this series, nor is Ann Callis or anyone representing Janel Grant. But I continue to reserve judgment. I have not seen the episodes. I'm going into it with an open mind, but certainly I think that you have to go into it with the idea they are not running from these allegations. And I would think the bare minimum would have been just the final 10 minutes is sort of since recording all this happened. And I think that would be very empty. And it seems they're going much further than that.
Yeah. To be able to hear that several of the journalists that are responsible for covering these stories at the time that they broke, I think is very encouraging, because I think we can trust at least Joe Palazzolo, Ted Mann.
Khadija Savtar is another reporter at the Wall Street Journal as well. She is interviewed.
Yeah. I think we can expect hopefully the accurate representation of those stories being told. The fact that I think they've reached out to those particular names itself is very encouraging. So I'm a lot more optimistic, and I'm actually a lot more excited for the series, knowing that they are not going to be shying away from some of the most sensitive parts of Vince McMahon's career. I think most interesting would be to see how Vince himself will answer for some of these things that are being brought up. Unfortunately, we're not obviously going to get that for the latest scandal that he's involved with, but things like Benoit and the steroid scandal, and I wonder if the Ring Boy scandal, Vince will be able to speak on. So Rita Chatterton,
and even it's not as though Janel Grant was the beginning of all these NDAs and stuff. They had 2 years. Filming started in 2022 it was June of 22 that the allegations came out. I mean, I would think that McMahon was at least interviewed about that, especially the first resignation that he had in the middle of 2022.
I'm also curious of these particular names who actually was asked about Janel Grant. We have a big list of people here who, like a Paul Levesque, who they might have done later interviews with. Is he willing to go on record? Stephanie McMahon, she willing to go on record to talk about that subject? So these are all things that I'm very fascinated by, as well as, just to kind of see how these other subjects might, especially the McMahon children themselves, how they might talk about their father in ways that we may have never had on record before. If you like this video, consider joining our Patreon, the Post Wrestling Cafe. Multiple bonus podcasts every week, ad-free shows, and access to our full archive. Otherwise, a like and subscribe is much appreciated. Thank you for watching.